What's the realest song you ever wrote so far in your whole catalog of music?
Whew. All right, so I'll go ahead and pop that off. So basically, we got a mixtape coming up. We're going to release it later this month, Before the Karma. And, you know, originally when I first came into Mindz, I didn't even have the intentions on rapping, basically. You know, I just wanted to be, you know, a producer, and that's where my head was. Yeah, basically. But a series of unfortunate events just led to me kind of, you know, having to step out of my comfort zone and go with that. So on this mixtape, it's a intro. Our intro to me was
Before the Karma.
Yeah, and basically because that one was so heartfelt, you know.
But why is it so heartfelt though?
Because I mean, it's me expressing myself. Basically, like I went through a really like low point in life. You know, I always try to do my best to look out for everybody around me. You know, everybody surrounding me and stuff. But it got to a point where I got tired of it and went off the deep end, I guess. and so I was just in a real dark state of mind.
Contemplating suicide?
Yeah. I mean, I got stories, so that probably meant the most to me, really, just because, you know, it's from the heart. I got to really express it, and then, you know, linking up with this dude and everything after that kind of picked up everything and led us to where we at now. So that's my baby. That's that song. That's the song, bro. Not you, nigga. You talk about the song, bro. No.
Oh,
Slow
man,
it down.
dog, whoa.
Slow it down.
Well, you need to clarify that.
We've been talking about the song the
Oh,
time.
Man. You was like, that's how I got with this dude, and you was like, that's my baby right there.
Man, bro, I went back to the... All right, I went back to the song.
I was saying, bro, man.
Now, you contemplated suicide before?
Yeah. Sheesh. I actually, you know, ended up in a little situation at one point, and that's just from the stress, and you know, like I said, me just kind of having enough of the shit that I was going through. So I was in a real dark state of mind. So yeah, I've been at that low point before.
How close were you to doing it?
Oh, getting deep here. We'll say, to spare the details, I mean, I did end up in somewhat of a facility for a weekend, but, you know, woke up one morning and was just like, fuck it, took the bottle to the head. One thing led to another, and I really don't remember all of it. You know, I just kind of remember waking up and I was where I was at. and that's that. And so from there on, it kind of helped me start to realize certain things and be more mature about, you know, a lot of stuff. Changed my whole way of thinking and looking at life in general. And that's really what drove me to enter in, you know, enrolling in school and stuff, and then actually focusing myself on something instead of just existing, instead of just being there, pretty much.
Did the facility help you get out of it? Or did you have other key ingredients to get you out of that situation?
Honestly, the facility did nothing. let's just be real, you know. It did absolutely nothing, and I guess that's because they was really those facilities. I don't understand it because, you know, I feel like in order to really help someone out of that state of mind, you have to
where it came from.
Yeah,
right?
or treat them as a normal person, not fucking treat them like they're, you know, insane.
Like
you know what I'm saying? I didn't even want to be there. I didn't need to be there. I don't really remember the shit. Yes, it happened, so I guess it was a good learning experience, but that shit did nothing. It did nothing at all. Really, what brought me out of it was my daughter, and that's my heart, and she's getting older. And her maturing, that shit fucking scares me. So you know, I don't want her to have to go through the same shit that I went through growing up. So.
Did you see the suicide talk and post that Adrian Bronner did the other week?
Yeah.
Nah,
You didn't see that?
Yeah, I seen it.
I wanted to see if you could relate to that or not, what he was going through.
Yeah, you didn't see that?
Nah.
That's crazy.
You know, I don't really be on social media except for sharing
I mean,
stuff.
even what's his name just checked in too, right? Checked into Kid Cudi just checked in to a facility, right? Yeah.
Yeah, depression and shit.
What do you say to somebody watching this, hearing your story, maybe having those same thoughts and feelings? What do you say to that person? Any advice?
Stay positive, really. My mother's real big on like the science of mind and you know, how do I say this? Just basically your thought process, you know, how you look at things, and it can always be a lot worse than it is, really. To me, I mean, there's a such thing as rock bottom, but what most people will consider rock bottom, you know, you just gotta kind of stay positive, think positive, because it could always be worse, you know. And I mean, I've been there's been times where this is like me, my mother, and my two sisters, like, we didn't have anywhere to live. I'm talking like lay our head at, you know, and because of my mom and her being such a strong person and her staying positive and just, you know, staying focused on whatever the case, you know, she's always found a way, basically. We'll just say that. She's always found a way for anything. That's food, that's money, that's clothes, that's a place to fucking sleep. I mean, everything. So that definitely helped me out a lot. It's just you know, think shit into existence, like, basically. Stay focused, you know. Visualize yourself, you know, visualize where you want to be, and just stay positive. You can always have road bump, you know, speed bumps and shit, but you just gotta make it through 'em.